Toma time! What is going on, guys? Toma Tales here, and I'm back. I'm back. It's been, shit, I haven't even looked at my channel. I think it's been about 2 months since I've uploaded a video, but I do have good reasoning. As you can see, I have a whole different setup right now. I'm in an attic. It's because I moved. So, the last 2 months, right before I moved to where I am now, I spent half a month in Europe to visit my family, my dad, and just have a vacation. And then as soon as I got back home, I moved to Tennessee. And so the last, month, I've just been getting settled into my new home. Now I'm back, and I'm back and better. I have my own attic, soundproof. I can do whatever I want. I can say whatever I want. No roommates to worry about. No, oh, is my roommate home? Can I make a video now? Is he here? Is he not? Is that roommate here? It's just me, you guys, and my quiet attic. So, for my first video back, I want to give you guys a story, okay? A story. Drink your protein if you guys want to get strong. Alright, so today's story, as you can see by the title, is me sleeping with a woman who told me her body count was 135. It's so high and so wild, and the sex was so different because of the body count, that I wanted to make this video to tell you guys what it's like to sleep with a woman with a 135 body count at the age of 24 years old. So, this story took place back when I was living in Florida. I'd say 4 months ago. 4 months ago, I was doing my swiping on Tinder. I saw this profile. I was like, God damn, she's got some fat tits, some fat ass, pretty face. She's slim, thick. She's hot. I was like, shit, I wouldn't mind matching with her. Didn't match as soon as I swiped, but maybe a couple hours went by, got another match. It's the girl. So, we start texting, just normal things. I get her on Snapchat. And we decide to, meet up and to meet at the beach for the first time. And so we agreed to go to the beach. And I'd arrived at the beach first. I was just laying down. She told me she had went to a different beach. I was like, because she thought we were going to meet there. I was like, no, I literally told you this beach. I was like, if you come, you come, but don't trip about it. And I just stopped messaging her, and I wasn't even anticipating her coming, because on the beach there's no Wi-Fi. So I just told her, I'm at this beach, if you want to come, come. And yeah, I just had my Wi-Fi off, and I was just laying down. And she found me about 20 minutes later. I'm just laying down, this girl walks up to me. Fat ass tits. She's wearing one of them very revealing bottoms, and she's looking thick, she's looking good, just like on her profile. So we get to talking, we're just hanging out on the beach, nothing crazy, just getting to know each other, and within 10-15 minutes we're getting comfortable. I'm putting my arm around her, we're starting to kiss, make out. She's one of those girls where it's like, you can tell her body count will be 135 because she's so open. She was like, do you like my tits? I was like, yeah, shit looks nice. And she ended up telling me that she got a boob job done, but that her ass was all natural. And she had a fat ass. So she had a fat ass and a boob job. She was hot. So we started making out on the beach, whatever. But I had work later on in the day. So, I tell her I have to leave. But as we walk to my car, we're making out. I pick her up. And I kind of sit her on top of my car. And we're just making out some more. And then, I'm like, alright, if I see you again, yeah, well, cool, I'll see you again. And she's like, yeah, let's hang out another time. And so fast forward about 6 days. Forgot to mention, at the beach, we're talking about each other's lives. She tells me she has a daughter. I believe she said it was like a 3-year-old daughter. So this girl's 24 years old, has a daughter. And she also tells me that she used to do webcamming. Where girls get naked, finger themselves, play with themselves for money. She was one of those. She used to do webcamming. I mean, she was hot as shit, so I can see why she did it. And She also told me that her body count was 135. She said it was like 30 girls, but all the rest of the, 100 was guys. And I was like, God damn. I never met a girl with a body count that high. But I didn't discriminate. And she was like, yeah, whenever my last boyfriend, I told him my body count and he like broke up with me. He was so insecure, this is not. I was just like, I mean, I don't care your body count is 135. It just means you know what you're doing. And deep down I'm thinking, I'm not trying to date you. We're going to have some good sex. You're going to be able to handle my dick. And that'll be it. So, I played it cool. I was like, okay, well shit, my body count's like 50 something. I'm not the lowest either. And yeah, I just had that in the back of my mind, like, shit. This girl used to be a webcam girl, and she has a high body count. I want to see what having sex with her is going to be like. So fast forward 6 days, she agrees to meet me at my place at around 12 o'clock at night. She had to put her child to sleep and then do the dirty, naughty afterwards. And leading up, she was always like telling me like, I want you to treat me like a slut, like I'm your little slut princess. I want you to fuck me good, fuck me hard. But then after, I want you to cuddle me and treat me like your princess, your queen. I'm like, sure, I'll do all of that for you, just come over. And so she comes over, she's wearing this hot ass onesie, like this like onesie pajamas, her ass is shaking, her tits are out, really hot. I was not complaining, I was in the moment. Laying down, had her on my side like this, and before you know it, we start getting busy, and we start having sex. Now, this is where it really came into play that she had a child and a very, very high body count at a young age. Because when I was fingering this girl, there was no top, there was no bottom, there was no left, and there was no right. Like, usually when you're fingering a girl, you can feel the top of her pussy. If you're fingering, so you can feel the sides of her pussy, and if you're doing it like this, or whatever, whoever fingers like that, you can feel the bottom of her pussy. This girl had nothing. It was just space. I never felt that before. I was fingering her, and I felt like I had one finger when I had 4 fingers in her whole pussy. It was crazy. But this goes back to how I feel about loose pussy, tight pussy. I don't really like tight pussy. It's overhyped. I don't want it. I don't need it. Because if your pussy's tight, you can't handle the positions. I'm going to have to fuck you slow. I can't do what I want to do with you. And so, her having the loosest pussy with the most, kitchen space I've ever seen didn't bother me. I was fine fingering her with 4 fingers and just going ham in there with my hands. And every single position I put her in, she was able to handle it like a champion, and it was hot, dirty talking to each other. So, yeah, I thought we had some good sex. It was just very, very crazy to me that her vagina was so fucking wide open. I could have stuck my whole fist in there. There's nothing like there. Like, no boundaries. It was like, here it is, endless space. And I'm not sure if it was because of the child, because of her high body count. I'm guessing it was a mixture of both, because I've slept with other women who've had a child and their pussy felt normal. So I think she just got fucking plowed through a good 135 times in her life. Well, take 30 away with the women she was with, but they probably used a fucking strap-on that was bigger than most guys' cock. So, yeah, we end up having sex. And we get done, and this is where the problems come with women who have such high body counts, who sleep around, who have a kid but don't have a man in their life. As soon as we get done having sex, she was like, let's get comfy, let's get cozy, treat me nicely, and let's just lay down together. I was like, no, like, I'm about to head to sleep, like, you're gonna have to head out. And she was like, what? Are you being serious? You're making me leave? I was like, I mean, yeah, like, I gotta head to bed soon, like, whatever. I'm not trying to cuddle with you. You're respectfully a slut that I enjoyed fucking, but I'm not about to give you any other intentions that I want anything else with you. You're ran through. You're about to be in your mid-20s, early, 30s soon, and you're stuck, and you're looking for a man that will take care of you. That's not me. I'll have sex with you, and that's it. So as soon as I politely asked her to leave, I obviously don't want to be rude. Respect women, and every time you hook up with a woman, walk her to a car and open the door. That's the least you can do. I always make sure to do that. It's just a sweet thing to do. Keep your manners and respect. So, after I say that, she gets a bit upset, but I walk her to her car, and she drives home. 20 minutes after, she blocks me on Snapchat. I was like, the fuck? Clearly, she wasn't happy about something. And I was like, I know my dick game's good. I know she got upset because I told her to leave and she wanted to hang out and me treat her like a princess. So yeah, I'm pretty sure she got mad that I made her leave. And that's exactly what it was. A couple weeks later, I'm back on Tinder and I see her profile again. I swipe right. I'd hit it again. A couple hours later, matched up with her again. We start talking. I'm like, and she tells me, you know, I'm sorry for blocking you. You know, I just get emotional, you know, after hookups. You know, I'm just very emotional after hookups, especially, you know, when we can't cuddle or something. And I'm like, yeah, you're very damaged goods. You know, we never had sex again. We just talked a little bit. But this is a classic example of a young woman who's been ran through, slept around the block, just sleeping around, gets pregnant. And she told me she wanted another baby. And women like this, they have so much emotional bandage, scarage. You know, they sleep around with so many guys looking for one guy to treat them right, one guy to treat them special. But from the get-go, smart men know a whore when they see a whore, and they're not going to treat you like that. And so she's wandering around this Tinder universe, you know, looking for a man to treat her what she thinks she deserves to be treated. But if you come across as a slut and you want to get fucked like a slut, you know, you can't expect guys to treat you well. And for you guys trying to date women like this who've been ran through, that's why body counts are important. It's just how it is. It's not a myth. It's not a misogynistic view. You know, you want a woman, you know, who hasn't slept with 100 guys to where she doesn't even know what an orgasm is anymore. So many women, especially in America, they fucking finger themselves. They fucking play with their clits with the fucking vibrators 5 times a day. Literally, if you guys don't know this, most girls, like, at least come, like, once to 3 times a day with their vibrator. They all have vibrators and they use it all day long. And so no wonder when you're sleeping with these women, most of the time they're not having an orgasm because it's practically impossible. They're so worn out on their, you know, their sensitivity on their clit that it's not your fault if they're not coming. They're ran through, they masturbate 3 times a day, and then they expect a guy to treat them how they want to be treated. But that's the story I had today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll be back consistent, I promise. That was just a little layoff for a bigger comeback. Tomatales out.